Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 11th update for my lip project pan for 2022. So this will be the last update I do before my finale. The finale is probably going to be a little bit different. I'm definitely going to film, I think, the finale in the new year, or at least it'll be posted in the new year. I'll do a recap of the project pan items. I don't think I'll review the last round. I might, but what I really want to do is do like a review of all my lip products. I will probably do a small declutter at that point as well. So that's why I kind of want to do it in the new year, because I want to actually do it's going to be maybe a little bit of a longer video. And yeah, I probably though will start my next lip project before that video, because I want to get started on like my new items or what I'm doing next year for this project. Will be a little bit different. I think next year for this project it's going to be primarily a straight up lip project pan. Sorry, there's the lighting, the sun is reflecting off of buildings, so we're gonna deal with lighting that's gonna be a bit weird for the next little bit. So how I do this video, I'll talk about the items that I'm panning, then we will talk about last month's picks, and then we will introduce next month's picks, or this month's picks, the last round of picks. Previous months for this year, I was rouletting, I think, everything in this project, except for these last 2 months. I just kind of like divvied up what was left. I'll get into something else later about like newish items, but let's talk about the panning items first. So the lip balm that I'm panning is the Avon lip balm, and I think it's like spiced cider, and this is going well. I'm enjoying using this. I will continue using this. Not 100% sure I'm going to continue panning this next year. At least not officially, but definitely will continue to use this throughout the year, through the rest of the year. I've also done my photos already, and this guy's really moving along. So happy to keep using this guy. Last month it was 8.52 grams. It's now 8.18 grams. That's a difference of 0.48 grams. The lip mask I'm working on is the Bite Agave lip mask, and I think last month I said, oh, this probably won't be done by the end of the year. It's not a big deal. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. There is so little left. I am confident. I will place a bet right now that this will be done by the end of the year. I've just been using this guy a little bit more often, like reapplying it during the day, reapplying it through the evening, generally more in the evening. It's funny because the other night I put the Avon lip balm before I went to bed, and my lips felt better in the morning than it did compared to using this before going to bed. So it just kind of, again, reinforced the idea that this is not a product for me, which doesn't really matter anymore because it doesn't really exist anymore. I do have another one of these that's a mini, so I will finish that one up. But yeah, I will be happy that, I'm pretty sure that this will not be carried into the new year, and I will be able to start with a different lip mask. So last month this was 6 grams, it's now 4.1 grams. I think my math is wrong. My math is wrong. I gave you the wrong number on... The difference on this guy was 0.35 or 34 grams. The difference on this guy is 1.9 grams. The lipstick that I'm working on is this mini. It's the Bite Beauty lipstick in Honeycomb. This is slow going. I don't like using a matte lipstick when it starts getting cold out. My lips are too dry. This is really dry. It's very pale. Kind of washes me out. Spoiler, I think I'm going to declutter this at the end of this project. I'll talk about this in a second when I talk about another product coming up. But yeah, I think I'm ready to let this go. So last month it was 7.72 grams. A whopping difference, 7.71 grams, so 0.01 grams different. Not really much there. The lip oil I'm working on is this Merit lip oil in Au Natural. I tried like sort of wiping the sides down, and I think you can kind of see like the pockets. Where's another pocket? Yeah, like there's a really good pocket. There's not a lot of product left in this. It's definitely really stuck to the sides. I will be curious. I feel like I could pull the stopper soon. I mean, I'm still getting a decent amount of product on the end, so I think there's stuff like still near the bottom that's pretty good, but I think we're getting close to finishing this one up too. Again, not 100% sure I'm going to roll this in first thing next year, but I would like to finish this up next year. I've talked about the reason why I picked this over some of my other lip oils is Merit is more of like a natural brand, so I was concerned that this product would go bad quickly, so I wanted to get a lot of use out of it, just in case that happened. Again, I like this. I think I would prefer this in more of a pinky color or more of a brownie pink. This is a pretty warm brown, and sometimes I really like it, and sometimes I'm like, it's not hitting the mark. But I do like the product itself, and I can definitely see myself repurchasing this particular product in the future. Last month, this was 27.52 grams. It's now 27.04 grams, so that's a difference of 0.48 grams. Next up is the lip gloss that I was using. This is, I say was, because she's done. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Snow Pink. I actually pulled the stopper on this, and I even used a spatula to see how much I could get. I really just wanted to see how much I could get out of this. I don't think in the future I would do that. It was more of just a, can I do it? How far can we take this? And I think it looks really, really good. It's interesting. I'm just gonna pull it. I don't have it right next to me. I need to grab my last month's products. It's interesting. I like this packaging so much better than the new packaging. Even just this little like gold circle here, or gold little band, looks so much more luxe than the new packaging. I don't know why they changed that. But anyway, this is done. She is done. I have a full lip gloss done. I mean, granted, lip gloss is not as difficult for me to use as other products, but to have a full lip gloss done, sweet, sweet success. So last month this was 26.82 grams. It's finishing at 26.4 grams. And when I did weigh this, I did weigh it, even though the stopper's not in here, I weighed the stopper with it to make sure that we're still pretty accurate with our weights. So that was a difference of 0.42 grams. And in total, I used 2.95 grams. And then because I knew I was finishing that up, I did throw this in. I only used it a few times this past month. I took a photo of this like individually last month, but I've decided to throw it in the family photo this time around. So there's no like change on this. And when I looked at it, like the visual change is pretty minimal. I didn't add like a little washi tape on it either because it's got the lettering on the front that makes it kind of easy to measure against. But last month this was 25.22 grams. It's now 25.1 grams. So that's a difference of 0.12 grams. And we'll probably see a bit more progress on this coming up. There's also another reason why this one didn't quite move so much forward, just because it was conflicted with Snow Pink. I knew that. I just kind of threw this in to get it started. So yeah, I definitely predict seeing more of a difference on this in the finale. I really enjoy this little guy. I think I enjoy it partially because it's a mini. Like, can you just buy the minis? Because I want to just buy this in a mini again in the future. Now we're gonna talk about the picks that I had last month, and I weigh all of these items just to kind of see if there is a difference, and we had weight change on everything, I think, which is kind of awesome. I felt like, again, this was a really good round of stuff that I wanted to use and I enjoyed using, so I used it. I think also too, knowing that like my lip gloss is done, that I'm probably just gonna declutter the lipstick, that the lip mask is like also almost done. I don't feel so pressured to like focus on the Project Pan stuff, and I feel a little bit of it's okay to use my other stuff, like freedom to use my other stuff. So anyway, the other things. So the first thing is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Plumper. I use this a lot this past month. I really kind of enjoy this technique of like throwing this on while I'm getting ready and then wiping it off and having my lips being a little like zhuzhed before I go in with whatever I'm going to wear for the rest of the day. It is a little intense. Some days I'm like, oh, it's really bothering me. It's a little bit too much. But for the most part, like, I don't mind it, especially because I know that I am wiping it off. I don't think I could just like throw this in my purse and like throw it on and wear it. I think it'd be way too irritating to do that. So last month this was 17.18 grams. It's now 17.01 grams. So that's a difference of 0.17 grams. I had my two other Revlon Super Lustrous lip glosses that I have left in this project in this past month. And the first one is this one in Sandstorm. This is what I'm talking about with packaging. Like, isn't the gold band, I had them all sort of sitting on my vanity, and I'm like, the gold band is just so much more luxe looking. This big lettering that says like the gloss, it's okay, but I don't know. It's not as luxe looking as this one. I feel like it's a little fatter. Yeah, definitely the casing is a little different. No, they're not quite identical. They're pretty close, but it's definitely not the exact same shaped bottle, but very, very close. Anyway, this one was the one that I was going to mention that was conflicting with the Patrick Ta one, the Snow Pink one. So I didn't even use this one a whole lot either because it was just too same as the other one. So this one kind of fell by the wayside. Last month it was 29 grams. It's now 28.97 grams. That's a difference of 0.03 grams. However, the other one, this is in Supernatural, because the color of this one is so different, it's this like, for me this is like My Lips But Better kind of color. It's sort of a mauvey pink color, a cool tone pink, and it's just, it suits me very, very well. The other lip glosses were just more like shimmery warmth, if that makes sense, because they're all a bit golden, whereas this was just like a hint of color, but my lips, like it worked. So I wore this one quite a bit this past month. It was 28.75 grams. It's now 28.62 grams. That's a difference of 0.13 grams. Contemplating putting this in a panning project. The only reason why I haven't, or I'm not yet, one reason is because this is super old. This is like probably one of the oldest lip glosses that I have. But this color is super unique, and I have a bunch of lip glosses that I feel like that are redundant. Well, I have 2 already, 3. I mean, I finished the Snow Pink one. So I think I might rather work on finishing up ones that are redundant than an older one next year. Just a thought. I'm not sure how weird this lighting is gonna look. I think you can see that I'm sort of like strategically sitting in a way that it's not too bright on my face. Anyway, next up is this lippy stick from ColourPop in the color Brink. I feel like this one I didn't wear as much, but I enjoyed wearing this. I always forget that this is a bit more pink, and I like that. I like that this is a bit more pink. Like it's a nude pink, and this is kind of like a great color. If this was not matte, I think I would like it a little bit better, but because it's matte, it's not my favorite. But I do really enjoy wearing this. It's not super matte though either. Like when I say matte, it's not matte like a Urban Decay matte lipstick, or like I was thinking about the Huda Beauty one this morning, the Power Matte. It's not matte like that, but it's definitely matte, or more matte than just like shiny. It's closer to a cream. Oh, I think I'm real tired today. Anyway, I didn't use this one a whole lot, but I did use it. So last month it was 10.42 grams, and now it's 10.38 grams. That's a difference of 0.04 grams. So the weight on this guy is throwing me off. I know I used this a lot this past month, but I don't think I used it that much, but maybe I did. This is the Bite lipstick. It's the same one as the Honeycomb one, but this is in the shade Rhubarb. This is one of the first ones I got, and I love this shade. I talked about this last month when I introduced this, that this was my favorite shade until I got Pepper, and Pepper knocked this off the throne, but like this is second favorite alongside Chai. Like I like Chai as well. They're kind of neck and neck. So yeah, apparently I use this one quite a bit because last month it was 7.96 grams. It's now 7.87 grams. That's a difference of 0.09 grams. But again, really enjoy this one. Again, don't love that it's matte. It can feel a bit drying, but I really like the color of this one. So this guy, Hourglass Girl Lip Stilo in Futurist. I enjoy this. Again, not a matte product. This is kind of like as nude though as I like to go. Kind of sometimes looks funny if I just wear it on its own. Looks a bit better with a lip liner, but I do enjoy this product. So this is all that is left of this product too. So this is potentially a panning candidate. And the last lipstick that I have for this month was this Hourglass, what's the actual called? What's it called? Ultra Slim High Intensity lipstick in Secretly. I really enjoyed this. I do think it's going. Like, I'm going to maybe get one more year out of this and it's done. I can just tell, like, it's just on the hair of, like, when I apply it, I don't really notice it. Like, I might notice it a little bit as I, like, have this right up to my nose. And I have to really smell it. But yeah, I probably will get a year out of this, which kind of makes me sad because I haven't used this a whole lot. So I am actually going to keep playing with this. I'm not going to track it or anything, but I did that last month. I kept Clinique Black Honey out to play with a little bit more. So this is another one I'm just going to keep out to play with like for the rest of the year. This is, I think, the red, my go-to red for the rest of the year. So last month this was 21.54 grams. It's now 21.52 grams. So that's a difference of 0.02 grams. And then the lip liner that I was using as my last lip liner to use was this one from Bodyography in Black Currant. I use this in my Get Ready With Me, and I don't know how noticeable it was, but this is super stiff and super dry. The color is a little different than the rest of my lip liners, which is the only reason why I keep it. But if somehow a new lip liner came into my life with better quality that was the same color, this would be gone. So last month it was 3.6 grams. It's now 3.57 grams. That's the difference of 0.03 grams. So those are last month's pics. If you want to see photos of what those look like on me, check out last month's video. Now we're going to go into the final round of pics. And again, I will scooch over so we can put some photos up on the screen. So again, I talked about this last month that I sort of divvied up the remaining products. I actually only had 7 lip items, but then I added 2 more because I wanted to revisit 2. Mainly 1 because I forgot I had it. So let's start off with what I'm calling a lip tint. This is a lip crayon. It's not really a lip gloss. It's not really a tint. It's like a topper, a lip topper, I guess is the right word for it. This is from the brand Shiseido. It's called the Automatic Lip Crayon in the shade LC8. This is like a random item. I don't know where I was gifted this from somebody. I don't know where you would get this. I don't know if it exists anymore. It's really, really interesting. It's sort of got like a blue tinge to it, and I never know what to do with this. And I contemplate every once in a while, like, do I take it out of the project and put it in like maybe a highlighter thing or eyeshadow, but then I'm like, you know what, I really want to make an effort of trying to play with this month and figure out, can I make it work? Because I'm also contemplating decluttering it. So it's not sharpenable, it's just like this. Maybe it is, I don't know, maybe you could sharpen the plastic, but it twists up. Let's see how much product is in this. Oh, there's a lot. Ooh, there's a lot of product in this guy. So it's kind of like that blue iridescent shimmer. It's beautiful. I just don't know how to wear it, or when to wear it, or why I would wear it. So I don't. But I don't get rid of it because it's unique and really pretty. So there's that guy. Next up, we have the Vinyl Gloss from Rimmel. It is clear. It's a little messy on the bottom because obviously I put it over something with color. But it's clear. It's my only 100% clear lip gloss, which is one of the reasons why I keep this. But it's super old. This is comparably old to the Revlon Super Lustrous lip glosses I have. This could potentially be older. No, I think they're relatively around the same timeline. It's fine. It's clear lip gloss. Can't go wrong. It's pretty thick. It's a very thick lip gloss. Very thick, shiny lip glosses. I just don't wear it very often because I have other lip glosses that I prefer, but I like having a nice clear one just in case because I do use it every once in a while. Next lip gloss I have is the Jouer lip gloss in Skinny Dip, and this is another one similar to the Shiseido that I don't know how to wear this and I need to play with it more, and I say this every time. I probably should declutter it. I just don't want to declutter it because it's so pretty. I just haven't figured out a way to use this. It is very shimmery. When you look at it in the container, it's almost like you think you're just going to put molten gold on your lips. It's not that intense. It is more sheer, but it is intense. Like, it is a very shiny, 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 shiny lip gloss. On its own, I feel like it's a little weird. I feel like it's better paired with some sort of color. I just don't know what color. I don't know how to wear it. It also looks like, because it's so shimmery, that you might think it feels gritty. It's not. It's super smooth. But yeah, this is a potential declutter. Again, in the realm of, I want to wear it, I just don't wear it. And it's not as like satisfying as like this kind of a lip gloss. Like, it's not one that I just want to whip on. Again, because it's so intense, so it feels weird to just like throw it on compared to other lip glosses that I have. This little guy, this is a mini. It's the Tarteist Glossy Lip Paint in the shade WCW, which I think means like Woman Crush Wednesdays. I think that's what the WCW means. This is, like, again, looks super intimidating in the packaging, but on the lips, beautiful. I love this product. I love the way it looks. I always kind of forget how good it looks until I put it on. I'm like, yep, that's a good one. But you'd be so deceived by looking at it in the packaging, thinking it's going to be this like really intense. And for being a bit sheer, I feel like it's not patchy. I feel like it goes on really, really nicely. It blends out really nicely. This, I think I've said a million times, potential panning candidate. The final lip gloss we're going to talk about is this guy. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss in Soulmate. This is the product that I added in because I forgot about it. I was searching for the products. Like, I have almost all of my lip products out on display, sort of, but I do have like a small bin of ones that just don't fit in there. There's maybe like 10 products or 20 products in that bin. I know it sounds like a lot, but there's not a whole lot in that bin. This was in there, and I was like, I completely forgot that I purchased this. This was like a spontaneous winner's purchase. I'd seen it, and I was like, you know what? I'm buying it. I don't need to buy it, but I'm buying it. And I like it. Again, I've already swatched all of these, so I know what it feels like. Definitely just as intense, I feel like, as the Extreme Lip Plumper. I prefer, if I'm going to go with like a plumping thing, I do prefer, I mean, it's not even really plumping. I like a minty plump. The minty ones, like the Tarte one, over something like this. It's a cinnamony one. Like, this is intense. And again, kind of like I talked about the Too Faced Lip Injection, the regular one. I like the way this looks, but it's not something I'm going to throw in my bag to reapply. So I would maybe put this on before I went out, but I would put a different lip gloss in my bag to reapply, which kind of not defeats the purpose, but is a little annoying for a lip gloss for me, because I do like to just sort of reapply lip gloss. But I do really like this color. This color is like my lips but better. It's a great color for me, and I'm surprised I like it as much as I do, because I feel like the shade of this ever so slightly edges on. I'm glad it doesn't have like a white base. If there's white in it, it probably would not look good. But it's it's pale, but it's not too pale. Like, it's the right color. I don't know. I just really, really enjoy this. But it is intense. So if you don't like those intense cinnamon type things, just avoid those altogether. So the first lipstick I want to talk about is this guy. This is the Maybelline lipstick in Bare Reveal. It's the cream formula. I think this is like a specific line, because I remember looking for this and not being able to find it. This is really pale on me. So this is something I want to talk about. So kind of like talked about Honeycomb, I think I'm going to declutter. The Hourglass Lip Stilo in Futurist. This guy, I might have, I did this with my reds last year, and I did pair out a couple of my reds. So the reds that I have are all kind of unique and serve a different purpose. I need to do that with my nudes, because I like having a couple of nudes around. I'm not a big nude lip person, and I always say, oh, well, I can wear it if I pair it with a lip liner, like this guy. I think it looks nice if I pair it with a bit of a lip liner, but there's no point in having like 5 or 6 of them if they're redundant, and I just like that. I won't throw this in my purse to just like reapply. So I'm not going to get a whole lot of use out of them. They're sort of like in the red zone. Like reds. I don't wear reds all that often. I wear them once in a while, and I like to have a few around, but I need to keep it under wraps. Nudes are really not my jam. I'm more of like sort of the pink berries. I'll talk about a lipstick two in a second that are a bit more like everyday wearable for me. So yeah, this is one that I like, though. I think this one will be a keeper, because I do like the formula of this. I think I prefer a nude that's not matte as well for me. Like, if I'm going to go like the concealer nude, I'm going to go nude. I don't want it to be matte. I don't think it's flattering on me. Next up is this guy. This is the Wet n Wild lipstick it's the Mega Last High Shine Brilliance lipstick in Rosé and Slay. This guy is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing it with the All Natural lip liner from Milani. I really enjoy this. This is like a formula I like. It's almost like a tinted lip balm. It's kind of sheer, but it's one that you can just do this. And I don't have to think about it. Feels great, blends in, doesn't look thick or cakey, doesn't like go weird. I feel like some of my swatches, like that bare one, the swatch looks a little funny because I kind of rush the swatches. I'm swatching them all back to back. And yeah, this guy though just goes on super easy, feels nice, my kind of color. There was another like color in this that I kept looking for. I think it was like a coffee color. It was a brown color. Maybe it was brown. But I can never find it in store. And it's a shame because I would have purchased that. But I like this color as well. And to me, this is a lipstick I could just throw on my purse and throw on and enjoy how it looks and how it feels all day long. The other thing that I pulled in sort of back into this project is this. So this is a new item. So the whole project, I was kind of going through my existing lip products and rouletting through those. But as you know, I bought new products during the year, and I just kind of used those the month that I purchased them. So I did use this. Like, again, I also used this in the month that I purchased. I didn't mark them in my project, but I used them during those months. But I wanted to bring this guy back, mainly because I bought the Too Faced, the other one back. And I was like, let's bring this back and play with it a little bit more. This is the Lady Bold lipstick in I'm Thriving. You can see in this swatch that this is just a hair deeper. It's a little bit deeper than the Bare Reveal, and I like this kind of a nude on me better. I feel like I can pull this off better. The challenge with this, and I think you can see it in the lip swatch, is it is thick. And I need to be careful with lipsticks that are thick. I feel like I probably should use like a lip brush. I feel like just throwing it on can be a bit messy and not look, it doesn't look precise, it doesn't look clean, it doesn't make me look better because it's not professional. It's a little sloppy. So I think I just need to be a bit more careful with that. But I do enjoy this color. I like the way this feels. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I feel like this is more of a summer color for me though. After like swatching it, I was like, I think I would prefer this in summer. I also really enjoy this packaging. We have the magnetic packaging. Love that. And then last up, we have a liquid lipstick, and this is Jeffree Star. I only have Jeffree Star because I got a set of Jeffree Star in a lucky bag a couple years ago. So this is Jeffree Star in Ho Ho Ho. Again, I talked about this. I went through all of my reds, and I picked out, or I kept the reds that were unique. I thought this kind of overlapped the Stila one. It doesn't overlap it at all. It actually has a bit of metallic in it, and it's almost like pink and blue metallic, so it has a pretty cool tone. I think I have a picture of like when I was wiping this off and I was like, oh, it's like pink glitters. You can kind of see some bluish glitter in it too, but you can see pink glitter. So it is pretty unique. When I swatched this though, or when I tried it on, this is drying out. So this will be a declutter at some point. Like I won't finish it because it is just, it's getting dry, but I do enjoy this for the holidays. I feel like this is a nice cool tone red. I love a cool tone red. I'm more of a cool tone red than a warm tone red. I think it's just more flattering for my skin tone. Makes your teeth look good too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this one because it is pretty unique. I would really like to find this kind of a shade in a different brand because it is a unique shade and I really enjoy this as a liquid lipstick shade. So the lighting has drastically changed in this video. I do apologize for that. I am trying to film quite a bit. I'm trying to do a video every single day. So, you know, I have very small windows that I can just like get in front of the camera, get filming so I can edit. I always edit at night. And it's been exhausting. I'm a little bit tired. I think I can do this for maybe one more week. I think I'll get through next week, but then the weekend, that next long weekend, or it's not a long weekend, the next weekend, like I said, the 18th, I think is probably when I might wrap things up. I might be able to extend it a couple days past that, but that's pretty much going to be it. I'm glad I'm doing this though. It's been a lot of fun. I just want to thank you guys too. Everybody's been commenting on my videos. I'm really enjoying this. I definitely think I want to do Vlogmas again next year. Again, not all my videos are vlog style, just because I'm not a big vlogger. I talked about boring life here, but I am enjoying doing all these videos and engaging with you guys and hearing some of the stuff that you're talking about. Like I've been talking about Christmas stuff and you guys are talking about like your traditions over the holidays and stuff. So anyway, I'm really thanking you guys for your support. And if you liked this video, feel free to give a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.